Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Rochelle Houghton, Roan Homes, and I'm a realtor with Real Broker. Today, I am diving into something that's got every real estate agent talking, Real Broker. If you are ready to supercharge your career with a brokerage that's all about innovation, low fees, and real wealth building opportunities, then you're in the right place. In this video, I'm going to break down everything you need to know about Real Broker in 2025, from the costs to the tech community. Let's get started. Since 2021, Real has undergone some significant changes. It started in 2014, but since 2021, they've acquired several new companies, built award-winning technology, and they've almost doubled in size every year that they've been in existence. Let's break down everything you need to know before joining Real Broker. I'll cover all the costs and fees, the additional streams of income, revenue share, our Real community, training, and all the technology that Real provides to its agents. Before we get started, though, let's take a look at where Real is today. Today, we're currently in August of 2025, and Real has just surpassed 29,000 agents. This includes all 50 states in the United States and 4 Canadian provinces. Real is publicly traded on the NASDAQ. The symbol for Real is REAX, and reached EBITDA profitability in 2022. Real is a technology company, not just a real estate brokerage. Real has also acquired and established One Real Mortgage and One Real Title. All 3 of these companies utilize the same technology that Real built in-house. Ultimately, Real also aims to reimagine the home buying experience for consumers and has integrated Real Broker, Real Mortgage, and Real Title to streamline this process. Real just purchased flyhomes.com. Flyhomes.com is a consumer-facing search portal. This portal relies heavily on AI to help consumers search for their home needs and integrate into their own Leo AI system. Leo is a real AI system. Now let's cover all the costs and fees to be a real agent here at Real Broker. So let's get into this slide deck a little bit here. So again, the culture is to build and grow legacy support and a tech platform. Real currently has, I believe, over 130 engineers that work on all of our technology. It's built in-house. So this particular statistic was 26,000 agents. So this was back in January of 2025. So you do see that Real is just growing like crazy. It is been recognized in a variety of different platforms here, as you can see, from the SP200 to Inman News, Housing Wire, Vanguard, Marketing All Stars, RIS Media Power Broker, Housing Wire Reports, Real Trends. We are at the peak of conversation in most of these companies. The biggest thing behind Real is the culture. So we are all integrated. There are no silos in Real. So we are all basically connected. We are one Real and one Real culture. The work hard, be kind motto, it's not just a tagline, it's truly who we are. From day one, it's rallied its agents who want more than just a place to hang a license. At Real, ambition and integrity go hand in hand to build something real and something that lasts. At Real, we are not building downlines. We are building legacies. This is a connected network where agents grow, lead, and thrive together. We are bigger than me isn't just a value. It's the driving force behind a purpose-driven moment that is truly unstoppable. At Real, TechX Humanity is the engine behind everything that we do. We're harnessing cutting-edge AI and the power of the human connection to reimagine how real estate works for agents and their clients alike. The culture and the legacy support each other. So let's get into the breakdown of the costs and fees. There are no monthly fees. Okay? So Real has an 85-15 split and a $12,000 cap. This means that for every commission that you earn, you will give 15% of that commission to Real until you've paid your $12,000. Then you retain 100% of your commission from that point forward. After you cap, a $285 transaction fee applies per transaction. This only applies after you cap. You are either paying 15% or you're paying the transaction fee. Real Broker also has a $40, what is called a CBR fee. This is a compliance and broker review fee on every transaction. Real does have a $750 annual fee paid from your first 3 transactions per anniversary year. So that's $250, $250, $250. There is also a one-time sign-up fee of $249. When you hit Elite Agent, your $285 transaction fees are then reduced to $129 per transaction for the remainder of your capped year. Real does offer a $6,000 member cap for teams, and when the team leader hits the $12,000 cap, the team benefits with a $129 transaction fee. So let's say you're a solo agent and you close 10 deals a year. Your average home sale, let's say, is $500,000. So just for the sake of understanding how Real operates, your average home price is $500,000 and you've closed 10 transactions in this year. And your average commission that you take on those is 3%. It could be different. All agents do have and set their own commission statements. Again, this is just for the sake of doing the math. So using this as an example, in this scenario, you would fully cap in 6 transactions. In 6 transactions, you would put in your $12,000. You'd pay the $750 annual fee out of your first 3 transactions at $250, $250, $250. You'd pay the $285 transaction fee 4 times for a total of $1,140. You would pay the $40 CBR fee 10 times for those 10 transactions for a total of $400. So at Real, you would see a $14,290 a year investment to sell 10 homes at an average sales price of $500,000. Okay. So that's how it breaks down when you're looking at the incentives and what your commission splits would be. This particular slide appeals and is for Canadian agents, so we're going to bypass that for today. But we also have stock awards. So you meet your annual cap contribution. Real grants you what is called an RSU. Okay, so that is earned stock from Real Broker. So in that, let's talk about that stock incentive, the program. So at Real Broker, there are 4 ways that you can earn completely free stock in the company just by hitting certain production milestones. Okay. When you cap, you will earn 150 shares. Stock is currently worth about $4 a share, we'll say. That's about a $600 investment in the company just for capping that the company invests in you. Agent attraction, you'll earn 75 shares. When an agent you attract closes their first transaction, you earn 75 shares. Right now, that's worth about $300 of stock. Stock purchase program. If you choose to opt into this program, you can put 5% of your commission into a stock purchase, and this is just a pre-cap stock purchase. On your 5% purchase, Real will add 10% of that 5% as a bonus to your stock investment. After you cap, you can put 10% of your commission paid out in stock, and it will give you an additional 15% on that 10% investment of free stock on that 10%. Okay. Elite Agent Program, you can earn up to $24,000 of completely free stock. $24,000 of completely free stock. And this is broken up into 2 different areas. You have the Performance Award for hitting Elite Agent. That's $16,000 in stock and free stock that you'll get. And there's 2 ways that you can hit your Performance Award. You can cap with the company, and you can hit $6,000 in post-cap transaction fees. The transaction fee is $285, so that works out to be about 21 transactions after you cap. The second way you cap with the company and you earn the stock is a 500,000 in GCI, gross commission. So with the company, 10 completed transactions with a sales price greater than $1 million. You also have the opportunity to earn what's called a cultural award. There you can earn $8,000 in stock either by teaching on the Real Academy or a community service event. You do first have to hit the performance award and then give back to your local community or to the Real community by teaching. The most common way that agents do this is by teaching a class once a month at Real Academy, for Real agents. The revenue share program. So let's talk about that a little bit. Okay, we're going to get into a different slide here. This again is talking about the $16,000 contribution and the $8,000 that we just discussed. That's your before capping bonus there. After capping. So we've gone over those details as well. So let's talk about the growth. This is teams. So there are no monthly fees. You again have the 85-15 split. There's a $12,000 annual cap. You still will have that $249 sign-up fee, the $40 CBR fee, the $285 transaction fee, etc. The $750 annual fee. Okay. This is for Canadian teams, so we will peruse over that. Now, this is Pro Teams. You can build your team your way. So with Real's Pro Team solution, whether you're scaling a mega team or launching your first Pro Teams, Real gives you full control over your team's financial structure, from splits to cap fees. So you're in charge of your team. It's all easily configured and managed within Real's platform. There are flexible compensation models, custom economics, which go agent to agent. There are lower caps for eligible team members, and elite agent status benefits your whole team. So when the team leader reaches elite status, that actually benefits the entire team. The brokerage in a box simplicity, so to speak. Okay. All right. Private label. So your brand is powered by Real. And this is a unique opportunity that's out there for brokerages who have established their name. So for independent brokerages who want to stay independent without going it alone, you can keep your brand and reputation while tapping into Real's platform. You can access Real's suite of agent tools, stock award, revenue share, health benefits. Health benefits are huge. You have a variety of health providers that you can choose your insurance coverages with. And you can retain, and any Real agent has access to health benefits, by the way. On this private label, you retain full ownership of your brand and assets, no contracts, no restrictions. Okay. The legacy. So let's talk about this just a bit. Okay. On the revenue program, let's back up just a second. This is a program that Real rewards the agent for helping grow the company. Real doesn't spend money on marketing and advertising. Instead, they spend their entire marketing budget on revenue share and gives back to the agents. How cool is that? This provides agents with an additional source of income. Most agents know at least one other agent, and they bring them to Real. So this helps the agent coming into the company to already know somebody who's here at Real. Real pays revenue in 5 tiers. So you can see the tiers on the slide here, okay? They have a simple method. It's the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 structure for those tiers, okay? So tier 1 is when you have 1 to 4 agents, and you can attract any person that you attract directly is considered in your tier 1. Now you can unlock these tiers by how many agents that you have. So in tier 1, once you exceed 4 agents, then you unlock tier 2, etc. So in tier 1, anyone that you have directly sponsored, you will earn 5% of every commission that they earn until they cap, with a max of $4,000 a year. In tier 2 will be anything that your tier 1 brings in. You earn 4% of their earned income up to $3,200 a year. Tier 3 is anyone that Tier 2 brings in. You will earn 3% of their commission until they cap with a max of $2,400 a year. Tier 4 is anyone that Tier 3 brings in, and you'll earn 2% of their earned commission up to a max of $1,600 a year. Tier 5 is anyone Tier 4 brings in, and you'll earn 1% of their earned commissions up to a max of $800 a year. Tier 1 is automatically unlocked. Anyone you directly sponsor into the company, you will immediately start earning revenue share on their income. Tier 2 through 5, you will have to unlock. And Real has 4 different ways you can unlock these tiers. So let's get into that. There's been some cool changes here recently, and this is part of it. So here at Real, when you cap at your $12,000 contribution, this unlocks Tier 1, 2, and 3 of revenue share for the remainder of your capping cycle. Okay. If you hit Elite Agent, you will automatically unlock tiers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for the remainder of your capping cycle. Having a certain number of producing agents in your Tier 1, a producing agent is defined as an agent who has produced $3,000 in commission for the previous 8 months. So Real really wants to establish a producing team. They don't really want to have recruiters and things like that. So all of us need to be producing agents, and that is defined as producing $3,000 in commission in the previous 8 months. And that can come to you from rentals, sales, team leaders receiving commissions from their agents, or even referrals. You need at least 5 producing agents in Tier 1 to unlock Tier 2, 15 producing agents in Tier 1 to unlock Tier 3, 20 producing agents to unlock Tier 4, and 25 producing agents in Tier 1 to unlock Tier 5. So tiers 1 through 3 unlock at 750 agents. So these are the variety of ways that Tier 1 unlocks, okay? So if you were to have 750 agents in your Tier 1, tiers 1 through 3 are automatically unlocked. Tiers 1 through 5 unlock at 1,500 agents. To receive revenue share, you yourself need to be a producing agent, earning at least that $3,000 in commission for the previous 8 months. Again, Real wants us to be a company of producing agents, not just a company of recruiters. Agents need to be producing on some level, okay? Real Broker also has a retirement plan. Before I get into that, to the retirement plan, let's talk just a little bit at Real's co-sponsorship, okay? So in Real, it's the first agency, as far as I know, to unlock this potential of co-sponsorship. So any Real agent can have 2 sponsors, and in those 2 sponsors, they can offer support to the agent. Those 2 sponsors then split those revenue share funds as well, okay? Real Retirement rewards your loyalty and success with ongoing revenue share income, even after you step away from production. So if you've been with the company, you will continue to receive 60% of your monthly revenue share for the long term. The more years that you produce, the higher that percentage comes. You can keep your license active, or you will want to keep your license active with Real, and you want to produce for at least 3+ consecutive years. Let me just go through this real quick. So if you're a producing agent for at least 3 years and you step out of production, you will receive 60% of your revenue share indefinitely. If you are 4 years of production and you step out of production, and you'll receive 80% of your revenue share indefinitely. 5 years of production, 100% of your revenue share indefinitely. Real's revenue share is completely willable, and the person that you leave it to doesn't have to be a producing agent. Another aspect of Real's revenue share is Real pioneered this co-sponsorship that you see on the screen. You can be sponsored by 2 agents when you join Real. Revenue share, as I said previously, is split between those 2 agents. There's less emphasis on who's in your upline with Real. There's no silos, and all networks are interwoven and interconnected. It also means that whenever someone joins Real, they have two different people that they can reach out to for support. Training and community, being in a cloud brokerage, most training is through Real Academy. So let's get into a little bit of that as well. This is the revenue share that you can continue. This ensures your family benefits for the business that you have built. You can protect your legacy to the people that matter the most. That's a really cool option with Real, that I can will my legacy to my family members. Okay. Real broker support that's always within reach. So you have multiple brokers per region, and you can directly communicate through Reason. So Reason is an app that's right on my phone, and I can pull it up, and everything that I can go find on the web version, I can also find on my Reason app. So within my Reason app, I can see what my current sales are, how far away I am from capping, how close I am to a lead agent, who my upline is, who my sponsors are. I can upload my contracts so that my broker can review them right on the platform. There's Real Signature so that I can put documents into Real Signature and get them signed. I can go to WorkVivo from the Reason app and log into my state team and see what communications are going on. I can log into Real Luxury, see what the new training is. I can go to Real Academy. I mean, it is the most robust technology I've seen in the industry since I started in 2003. Okay. You can fast track your success with Real's onboarding and training. As I said, Real Academy is on the Reason app and also found online. There's interactive classes on Real Academy. I think there's some 20 live streams a month and probably 200 classes every single month that are uploaded into Real Academy so that you can teach. And kind of the nice thing about that is when you're learning from, someone within your own realtor community, a lot of times they get a little close to the vest with their information because obviously you're out there competing with them in that same market. And with Real Academy, you can get online in classes with agents all across the United States and learn some of their tips and tricks. What I will add to that is always be mindful of the state laws that apply to you in the state that you reside in. So sometimes there might be marketing ideas or things that are promoted on these classes that you might want to just check with your local community, with your state rules and regulations to make sure that you are staying in compliance. So anytime you're taught by a national speaker on a national level, you always want to bring home what those rules and regulations are that would affect your business in your state. Okay, so there are live interactive onboarding to learn key tools and resources. There's in-depth training on Reason for transactions, on-demand access to recorded sessions through Real Academy, and onboarding checklists that you complete within your first 30 days. New agent resources. I'm a mentor with the state of Montana. So for new agents who have less than 2 years of experience or who complete less than 10 transactions in a year are required to have high supervision in the state of Montana. Feel free to reach out to me if you are in need of a mentorship. I'd be happy to help. Real offers all kinds of support and help to the agents within Real Broker. And I'm just proud to be a part of that whole scenario. So 30 plus live courses each week. I said 20 in a month. I was wrong. 30 plus live courses each week on demand content that's broken into digestible micro learning sessions. Real Academy is your ultimate resource. There's live trainings, micro learnings. In the micro learnings, you're literally live with the class educator and you're speaking back and forth on a Zoom platform with agents across the country. And it's really amazing. When you get on there with somebody like Brad McCallum, who's the number one agent throughout Real. He's the number one recruiter. He has the largest team, I believe. And he is a phenomenal Canadian marketing agent. I've been online with 50 of us on a Zoom with Brad McCallum, speaking directly to him and getting insight and recommendation from him for my business, which is incredible. At Real, One Real is more than just a name. It truly is a culture of collaboration. And that's one thing that has probably surprised me the most with Real Broker is it doesn't matter who the agent is, they're giving you their industry gold. I am a real luxury agent as well with the real luxury division through Real Broker. Kofe Narte is the chief executive officer of Real Luxury. I log into marketing classes with Kofi, and I am literally handed industry gold, some of the best recommendations and learning opportunities that I've had in the business, all across the board, from luxury to just real agents in general, talking about how to improve your YouTube channel, what platforms to use to create these videos. This video that I'm on right here, right now, was from learning on a class for developing your YouTube channel. So every day you can learn something on one of these platforms. Agents share insights, we celebrate wins together, and we support each other to thrive. Because we are this integrated network, when someone I sponsor is successful, I benefit from that success. When I'm successful, someone who sponsors me benefits from that success. And really, we are all so interwoven, it benefits us all. Okay. Collaboration in this industry isn't just encouraged, it's the foundation for success within Real Broker. We do have access to affordable healthcare benefits, which I think is absolutely amazing. Those benefits are for real agents and staff and affordable coverage options for you and your family, both in the United States and Canada. So these comprehensive plans include medical, dental, vision, and specialty coverage. Easily schedule a consultation to view the entire plans, all the plans, the pricing, and find the best fit that works for you. It's real coverage with real peace of mind. Financial grants are available to real agents for the US and Canada who apply during times of crisis. So here in the United States, we've seen a variety of crises from the fires in California to floods. We see it all across the United States and in Canada. Whether from natural disasters, personal hardship, or unexpected emergencies, these are funded entirely by real agents who make donations to this support. No repayment is required of those funds. It's tax exempt and never needs to be repaid. It's fast, compassionate relief, and make a one-time recurring donation as a real agent or set up a reoccurring in just a few clicks. Okay. Culture and growth. Reason. Again, this is my favorite app that I have right on my phone. Reason's real AI powered transaction platform. I literally upload my transactions into Reason, and my state broker reviews my forms in a click of a button. Okay, so this helps you work smarter, faster than ever before. And they are trying to work on Real's technology. The AI in Real is known as Leo. And they're working on Leo right now to literally be able to, in the future, fill out your contract for you. It's currently working on the process of checking for initials and signatures. So it'll do a quick read of your contracts to make sure all of those things are affixed to the contract. But in the future, they're going to be changing the AI, working with the AI. Those 130 engineers are looking at systems and ways to automatically fill out your contracts for you, rely on certain clauses, things like that, that you can integrate into your real business. So you can move faster and stay organized with actionable insights and streamlined workflows. It frees you up to focus on what truly matters, growing your business, right? All right. It is built on Real's unmatched transaction data. Leo is always on in your transaction data. So this is what it looks like online for me when I pull up Leo. And I can ask Leo any number of questions. How much longer will it be till I cap? What does my year look like compared to last year? What are my average sales? I can put in support tickets. If an agent isn't receiving their compensation, they can log into Leo and say, I haven't received my commission yet. Leo will create support ticket, and I know from experience, you're going to get an email from a staff from Real within minutes of making that support ticket. You get instant answers and smart suggestions just when you need them the most. Leo is actually kind of becoming a pretty good friend of mine on the Real platform. You can see personalized commission breakdowns, every detail. You can catch issues early with pre-broker transaction reviews. So Leo is getting very robust and continues to improve every single day. Real Wallet. I love Real Wallet, so I have that. Real Wallet isn't just a business checking account, it's your all-in-one financial hub, and it's built exclusively for real agents with full integration into the Reason app. I can manage my expenses. I can set up my Real Wallet to set aside monies for taxes, so I'm not surprised at the end of the year. And I can earn points on every transaction, and those points can be used to help reduce brokerage fees over time. So I do believe they also have a credit card that you can apply for through the Real Wallet as well. You can simplify your workflow with Real Signature, Real's integrated e-signature solution. So this is similar to your platforms, e-signature platforms like DocuSign, Authentisign, like that. So this is completely created by the engineers at Real. You can use this platform to do signatures as well, and it seamlessly integrates with Reason to create a smooth business flow. The Real operator assisted routing helps you connect with your broker quickly. I can log into Reason, click on my broker, and it'll bring my broker's information up quickly, and I can visit with my broker. There's no need to track down their phone number. It logs me into Roar, or it creates an email contact that I can talk to my state broker directly. Okay, the platform. So these are the items that I spoke about earlier in this production to unlock the power of integrated title and mortgage. So Real is working very hard to create an all-encompassing platform, from the Real agents to One Real Mortgage to One Real Title. So integrating all those services into one easy platform for the agents and for the agents' clients. Real offers specialized divisions. I mentioned that I am in Real Luxury. This is for top performers in high-end real estate. You do pay an annual membership for that, but you have access to elite training, branding, and marketing resources. So I'm a luxury marketing agent. I can literally just click and drag photos into the marketing platform, and voila, it's done. So it's actually pretty cool with that. And you can join a network that sets the standards in the luxury industry. As I mentioned before, there's several different masterminds that are available on WorkVivo. And I do log into the luxury division to watch their masterminds and really have obtained some really powerful education just on that platform alone. There's also Real Military for those who serve and for those who support them. It's open to service members, veterans, military spouses, and their families. It's a community-driven support with education and resources. Anytime you step into these more nuanced, specialized fields, it's always great to have support that is mindful and knowledgeable of the support that you need to best provide for your clientele. It empowers home ownership and long-term wealth building. Real's Marketing Center is your all-in-one platform for creating beautiful online brand materials, and it's done at the speed that you do business. Seriously. You have instant access to Real's logos, colors, and ready-to-use brand templates. Simply drag, copy, paste, or drag it onto your template. You can create social posts, flyers, and more from the MLS data fields. MLS data fills in the details for you. So if your MLS data is connected to Real, then it will import that data for you. You can tap into pre-built designs and market-specific content to stay compliant in your location. So I know when I log into Real, it has a Montana-specific platform for my marketing. Real does have signature events, both virtual and in person. And they're designed to energize, educate, and empower our agents year round. I will be attending the RISE conference this November in Orlando, Florida. I'm super excited about that. They also have industry uh, events that they do called RealX as well. Okay. These are the preferred vendors currently, and you are allowed preferential pricing with these industries. One of them that I utilize all the time is Lofty. So with Lofty as a real agent, Lofty costs me about $53 a month with how I have my Lofty program set up. Lofty alone generally costs about $500 a month for agents. So being with Real Broker, they have imposed this benefit, which is awesome, right? So Lofty for us real agents is a little cheaper and a little more affordable. So it's a super powerful CRM platform that I've just been delighted with. You can set up a website, you can set up your CRM, email campaigns, drip campaigns. Clients who have purchased, it'll automatically notify them throughout the process to keep you in touch with your clients. You can stay connected and grow your business with Real's virtual agent community. You can easily connect with fellow agents, and this is from that WorkVivo. It is amazing. It's user friendly. It's almost like Facebook or a social media platform. You can get on there. It's super easy. There are enhanced search features. You can quickly find and connect with other agents. I can find an agent in Idaho or Tennessee or Alabama. If I have a referral, I can quickly log on and see the real agents that are available in that area. So it's really quite robust and very handy to have that. This is an interactive space for group discussions, so you can collaborate and share some of your best business practices. So, are you in? Are you thinking you want to build your future at Real? If you do think that Real might be a good fit for you, feel free to hop on a call with me. I'd be glad to discuss the opportunity for you to join Real. And we can go through some of the things that might benefit you. Real's not a fit for every single agent that's out there, and I would love to discuss the possibility of you becoming a Real broker. And I'd be honored to sponsor you in this program. Feel free to reach out to me directly, either through messaging me here. I will provide a link in the YouTube channel as well. Thank you to everyone, and I hope you all are enjoying a wonderful day. Reach out if I can be of any help. Thanks so much. Make it a great one.